H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show. Also, your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Monday morning. I can't wait to get to it's so much going on. Y'all know I'm going to take a twist and turn. I just want to let you know that. So don't, I know everybody got an opinion. I'm not even mad at, let me see. Dale, is Dale Griggs there? She don't, y'all got Dale, don't even want to come on. It's unique day. You know what? Today, I'm going to shout out to my starting five. Let's see on YouTube. Boy, we got Robert Young, the first man on the board. The Panther Network, Rod Wells, and Jeremy Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ivan Pettit Jr. And on Facebook, we got Daryl Anderson, Sonia Billingsley, Belinda Janikin, Jonathan Griffin. What else we got there? And D. White is in the building. Oh, there go Dale. Dale, I just said something about you. But I see some other people on there. Let me see. I saw some people on there. They didn't say nothing. Let me shout them out. Yeah. Let me shout them out. Hold up, y'all. I got to share something right quick that I did earlier. I wanted to share it on Twitter. Y'all know y'all can do this kind of stuff. I'm doing it myself. I went and shared it with Twitter. And yeah. No, I just said, you know what? This one of these days, Frank Miles, man, I don't know where to start, Frank. I got so much. Tyrone, King Sticks, I saw Keith Liggins, I see your name in there. Tina, I know. Tina, y'all got a bye this week? Or y'all already played? When did y'all play Thursday? Did y'all play already? Let me see. I'm just trying to check. Some people, I didn't. Their name didn't pop up, and I saw their name pop. Al Edward, what's up, Doc? I see your name pop up over there. Brad Kimball is in the house. Y'all, it's a lot of stuff. How about them Cowboys? Absolutely. How about it? But y'all, I don't get much satisfaction out of talking about negative about the Cowboys. Y'all know I don't. I play around with it with y'all, but y'all, I'm gonna explain a little bit. No, it ain't your computer. It might be Dale. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It might be my. You know what? I got something that I wanted to cut off. Yeah, I don't like the way mine is acting either, Dale. But hey, Michael. Hey, El Ray. Before I start, okay, that guy there said a Cinderella story. What Cinderella story is over? Cinderella was a woman. What Cinderella story is over? King Sticks. What Cinderella story is over? What Cinderella story is over? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. I don't know what's wrong with my shirt going crazy. Well, I just want to know. What story is over? Hey, Tanya, what Cinderella story is over? What's up, Todd? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. You know, somebody sent me something this morning, and I always try to listen to stuff every day. No, son, I'm gonna do good today. I'm gonna do good. I got Cyril White on here. Y'all got to realize, man, I talked to Doug Jones' mama this weekend. He gonna put on the phone, and she so said, "Oh, that's the Robert who be getting old Jimmy on the show." She said, "Hey, baby." I just love talking to Doug Jones' mom. She made my day. Miss Jones, you made my day. I I said, I'm gonna. She said, no, She said, no, you keep going. You keep doing what you're doing, baby. No, son, that's a good one. That's a good one. I just asked him what Cinderella story. You know, what Cinderella story is over. I'm just trying to figure it out. Son, what are you talking about? Uh No, it's all right, son. No, let him talk, Tanya. Coach Tanya, let me tell you something. Reason I said let him talk. Tanya. Malcolm X had this saying. Education is the passport to your future. No, to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. It's Malcolm X. It's Malcolm X. So good morning. It's Tanya. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Frank. Brother Malcolm had the right idea. Education has always been the key. As we start this week, I want everybody to ask themselves, what are they doing to prepare for tomorrow? Let me know later on if you want to. What are you doing to prepare for tomorrow? Right? Yeah, I was thinking about something. I was thinking about this coach. Probably most of y'all don't even know his damn name. Because I ain't gonna lie, doing my note-taking this, preparing for the show, I didn't even know the man's name. Okay? I didn't know his name. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I had to go and look his name up. And you repeating the Oregon coach. What is the coach name? See? The Oregon coach. A lot of people, did you know his name, Tanya, without looking up? How many people can know who that man's name is without looking it up? The Oregon coach. This the same clown who told a aspiring young black man when he was coaching for Alabama, a young black man, you ain't gonna never be no coach in this business. That same coach. Anybody know his last name without Googling it? I'm just saying. See, did not instill. See down. See what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Let me take a quick break, y'all, because I'm going to come back. Let me share with y'all something right quick. I'm going to come back. Come right back. Okay.
Someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said, we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. You know, there's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano, we have jazz trios, we have DJs, and we have some theme nights. We have Greek night every first Friday. We have something that we're creating right now called Smoking Word. It's a full service over here. We have a mixologist behind the bar.
I had to change shirts because that white shirt was clashing with me. I'm back. Had I need to hit your line to get me some TSU for this home, hit your, okay, this weekend. Now I ain't got no exclusive. The people that I know, dude, you have to order that stuff ahead of time. You can't get it no week before. My thing, if I was you, I'll go on campus, TSU campus. Go on TSU campus, go to the bookstore. They got some nice stuff. Hey, Lady Baron. I They got some nice stuff on there. She said I was totally turned off. Okay, I'm just that. I said D Hoke. I said without, I know who his name is. I said without looking his name up, do you know who he was, D Hoke? That's all. Okay. Without looking his name up, you knew exactly who he was. Before this weekend, have you ever heard of Dan Lanning? I still don't know who his ass is. I'm just helping before I get to where I'm at. Before I get to where I'm at, I like this. That's all I'm asking. She said, "What did the coach say? Something? Ain't nobody said. Monday. Oh, you must be talking to them. I ain't. I just said my thing was. He said he was playing for wins, right? I'm playing for wins this game, right? But I saw just last year. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Let me paint my narrative. This was his ass last year. Look at today, September 2020. September 3rd, 2022. Since he won, And my thing is, I got a call last night. And people were getting information from me. You know how I just talked to somebody else, but I want to, what's your take? I said, what's your take? See, I got some friends of mine, I ain't gonna call their name. They are in the sports media world, but they come get my stuff and use it and don't give me the credit for it. So I wanted to know his take. I was not about to give him everything. So I sit back and listen. Just listen. Sit back and listen. He asked me a question. He said, they playing for clicks. When he knew clicks was exactly what he would get by saying this on camera. What was that? What ABC? They taped that pregame, right? He gave them permission to tape that because you have to give people permission to tape. And they did not play that video. Go back, find out what time they played that video in. They didn't play that video at the beginning of the game. But he said he wasn't saying it for clicks. So a lot of things he said, I'm gonna. I don't mind him motivating his team. I don't care. My question was, before this weekend, how many of y'all knew who he was? How you got to motivate? Did you see this is the kind of shit I'm talking about? Excuse my language. How you got to motivate your team on a team that you a 21-point overdog on? When did the bully, the supposedly be better team, got to motivate me to play a team that won one game last year? See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It motivated his team. They were the better team. When Vegas give you a 21-point underdog, you're supposed to be the better team. So tell me why did he have to motivate his team? He knew the cameras was rolling. Y'all got to remember, Oregon are the king of clicks. They let you know they changed uniforms 100 times a goddamn game. They had on sneakers last night that they called the chameleon because the sneakers changed colors. How I know about that? Because of the clicks. But they don't play for clicks. He wasn't trying to motivate his damn play. How you need? So you need motivation to be a 3-point underdog team, a 3-touchdown underdog team. Are y'all listening to yourself? Y'all need to stay your ass. Some of y'all need to stay off social media. Listen, he trying to motivate his team. Motivate the team. Why did you let the cameras come in? Because you don't like clicks. I love this. I love this. I love this. See, I'm going to make you think on this show, SoCal. You just can't come over here. That's the coach's job, is to motivate his team. Okay. All right. What's SoCal at here? What's SoCal? Coach SoCal. What's SoCal at? Let me see. Wait. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. I ain't finished with y'all. Hold on. Okay. SoCal and King Sticks. What happened right here? Did he tell them when he got his ass boat race last year from Georgia? Did he motivate his team then? Did he motivate his team then? The same coach. Why did he say that about Kirby Smart? It's 1 year later now. It's 1 year later. He's motivating his team. The man, see, this what none of y'all, all you Dion haters and Prime haters, this is what none of y'all talking to account. That man never talks about nobody else's coach and nobody else's team. He never talks about nobody else's coach or nobody else's team. He sit there and coach his and mind his business. And every game, some coach got to say something. I was just giving you facts. Maybe you salty. I just sometimes, since it's my show and your ass watching SoCal, guess what? I'm just giving you facts, sir. Was he trying to motivate his team? Did he go in there with that speech last year when Oregon when Georgia beat the brakes off? I'm asking for a friend. No. I'm asking for me. See, people like you, I got this. I'm just asking you a question. He don't do it for clicks, but he allowed them to come in. But he wasn't doing it for clicks. This ain't Hollywood. There ain't gonna be one in Hollywood. There's gonna be one on the glass. Huh. Interesting. Sometimes y'all need to listen. See, y'all so happy that Coach Prime lost. And guess what? It's okay. We're going to live another day. Y'all ain't listening to Prime. Prime told y'all. If you was watching the game, that offensive line was defeated. If you watch the game and know anything about football. You watch the game, our supposedly edge rusher, Prime supposedly edge rusher, number 44. I watched him. He get off the initial burst, but he don't have the speed and the quickness to even chase the quarterback down. They're slow. So Prime said from the beginning. He said from the beginning, I'm 7 or 8 dogs worth of being where I want to be. See, It's some people built that program up there with Lanning. What is his name? Lanning. The coach, y'all don't know. Some people built that program, and all he had to do was come and plug and play. This man took a 1-11 team. And you worried about what did he say so bad? I didn't say he said something bad. I just don't like his tone. I don't like him. I don't like. It's something about him, and I just don't like him. Just like you probably don't like Brian. But I have to go back and take a look at some of this stuff, man. Did I put that coach up there? I probably didn't even tape his stuff. He was so. Let me see, what's his name? Yo, I want y'all to listen to it. I know he got in the car. And called his buddies. Somebody sent me a tweet this morning that, hold on. Somebody sent me a tweet this morning. Hold on. He said, he said, coaches from other schools help Oregon game plan to beat Colorado. I love this. A 1-11 team last year. A team with 86 transfer. Then they whooped up on TCU. They whooped up on Nebraska. They whooped up on Wisconsin. Every coach in the country sending you ways to be. SoCal. I'm talking about something much bigger than what you're thinking about, sir. Something way more bigger than you're thinking about. Coaches all over the country. Just take a listen to this, y'all.
They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. The Cinderella story is over, man. This game ain't gonna be played in Hollywood, it's gonna be played on the grass. Right? It's gonna be played on the grass. Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment.
Them kids weren't even saying nothing back to him. Y'all look at it.
They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. The Cinderella story is over, man. This game ain't gonna be played in Hollywood, it's gonna be played on the grass. Right? It's gonna be played on the grass. Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. Let's go.
Somebody do me a favor and go back and watch the game again. Let's go back and watch it again. Turn the commentators off. Just watch the game. Just watch the penalties mount up. Just watch the game. Get shot in the foot. Just watch the game. That's how games like this get out of place, out of line like that. Couldn't do nothing right. What's my man named Horn? Polo Horn. He just couldn't get right. Horn, but my message to you, ain't no, son, how you trying to get your folks out of where you at? You can't play like that, player. To go to the next level, you got to be exceptional. You got to be exceptional. Let me keep going. I just wanted to play that. Oregon coach said they're playing for clicks. Let me see. I got some more notes. I'm just going through my notes, y'all. I'm just going through my notes. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. The floodgates are open for people like King Sticks and we got a new one, SoCal, for Deion Sanders haters and Shadur non-believers. That's fine. We like that. I'm just going giving you facts. I'm not sitting up here saying, you talking about what did he say wrong? I didn't say the man said nothing wrong. Not one time did I say, man, I can't believe he said that. I know he said it. And I know what he said when he got in the car when he talked to his friends. And I know when all them folks, they said they was getting film from everybody, telling them everything. But it's okay. I like it. I like it. But keep going. Keep going. Hold on. Let me. I know y'all heard it, but let's give me some context. Let me talk to Prime. Let me talk to Prime. This how a real dude come to a press conference. SoCal and King Sticks.
First and foremost, thank the Lord for allowing all this to transpire. It's a good old-fashioned butt kicking. No excuses, no nothing. Their coaches did a heck of a job preparing their team. Obviously, we didn't. That was good. I mean, that was a really good old-fashioned butt kicking. We went into the game wanting to dominate several phases. We lost offensively, defensively, as well as special teams. That fake punt kind of got them really rolling, and they didn't stop ever since they secured that first down. Well-coached team. Bo Nix played his butt off. Defensively, they presented some things that I guess we just couldn't get around. We couldn't advance the ball, rushing or throwing the ball as well. Seemed like they had our number. But hats off to their coaching staff, to their head coach. Great job, and they're truly prepared.
Why you got to mention Hollywood and clicks SoCal? You going at that man. See, you can go to the bar, Colorado. I don't give a fat rat's behind about the Colorado Buffalo. I'm going to tell you that right now. I repeat, I don't care a fat rat's behind about the Colorado Buffaloes. I don't. If Prime Sanders was not at that school, I wouldn't probably be talking about the Colorado Buffaloes right now. So let's get that straight. It's about Prime to me. SoCal, I don't know where you've been. I don't know how you learn about this show. But you're going to learn today. It's about Prime. Unapologetic. No, I didn't like his tone. No, I happen to know some things that you don't know, SoCal. You don't have to motivate players to beat. I repeat again, SoCal and Barry McDonald. Where was this motivational speech when he got his head tore off here? You ain't answered that question then. Where was his motivation speech then? I'd love for you to talk. I put it up there twice, and I hope you're still there. This for SoCal. Because he's putting up, in his way, he's just motivating his players. Where the video of him motivating his players then? Go find me the video of him motivating his players from last week. You didn't know about him last week. Go get me the video of him motivating his player the week before. Go get me the video of him motivating. See, to know a man, you got to look at his history. But I'm gonna leave that alone because you ain't got good enough comebacks. You ain't got a good enough comeback. See, this was a problem.
Right. I don't think it's a target on our back. I just think this teams are trying to beat me. They're not trying to beat our team. They keep forgetting I'm not playing anymore. I had a great career. I'm serious. I got a gold jacket, ain't back. So I'm good. But that's what it really is. I don't think they get any extra satisfaction, you know. It is what it is. And I signed up for it, so let's go.
Deflecting. Man, you can't talk. You don't know what you're talking about. Did you hear what that man said? Man, I got a gold jacket I can't buy. That's what y'all don't like. So, if my man was about it after the game, he changed. Man, be who you are. After the game, when the lady interviewed him, he changed his tone. I got a gold jacket. That's the problem. Them coaches, they didn't send him. He didn't send him about the kid. He talking about Hollywood. Who? I'm going to tell you why. Man, SoCal. I'm going to show you why he called him Hollywood. I went and got some Hollywood for your ass, right? Watch this.
You are not Deion Sanders, are you?
Check the rings, baby. Check these rings.
Dang, who does your nails?
Jerry Jones.
Deion, this is my friend Moesha. She was just leaving. Excuse us, Deion. Give me the scoop. Why are you going out with Deion Sanders? Because he asked me. No, really.
That's Hollywood right there. Ain't none of them other kids that been in no movies. Ain't none of them other kids been on Moesha, SoCal. He called him Hollywood. What, you jealous? You jealous? That's Hollywood. Must be the money. That's Hollywood. They got beat yesterday. Ain't nobody. They got beat by a better team. One of the top-ranked teams in the country. Nobody said. The coach said, what would he say? We got a good old-fashioned whatever, a butt kicking. Ain't nobody denied that. But it's a little bit hypocritical saying, we ain't playing for clicks. In Oregon, it's the clicky, click, 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 click. Everything about that school up there is about click. So Nike can let you see what they're doing and what they're wearing and what they're doing. So they are the clickologists. They are the clickologists. So yes, I said, wow, that's an interesting choice of words. Click out. I mean, I'm just. Let's keep going. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I know it. I know it. So Cal, this is what I do. I'll be here all week. Guess what else he told him though?
But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have and what we need. One thing that I could say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now. This is the worst we're going to be. You better get me right now. But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand.
Little old Prime got these folks hot than catfish grease around here, man. And I was sitting up here just watching it. And I said, wow. See, I didn't even want to go here. King Sticks and what you call, but I'm waiting on one more. It's another one of y'all gonna come back on here soon. You know, I know. Somebody told me and I'm trying to find it out because it's in my notes somewhere. I'm just trying to think about this syndrome about the praying on Deion Sanders' downfall remind me of this quote. I got a quote. This for you, SoCal, and Jay Boogie. This for y'all. People have a schizophrenic relationship with winners. If you're down too long, you become an underdog and they feel impelled to root for you. But if you are unfortunate enough to be up too long, you better get a helmet because they coming at you. Y'all, I want to take this time out. I want to really take this time out because somebody brought it to my attention. Yes, he got two offensive linemen that's 6'8", 6'9". Can't block your damn son, Alvin Petty Jr. You saw him sitting on the bench defeated. Can't block your damn son. It ain't how big the dog is, it's the fight in the dog. Cause you're big don't mean your ass can block. Let me repeat that. Just cause you're big don't mean you can block. He talking about how big the offensive lineman is. Some big ass people. Hold up. Some big ass people who get these NFL coin. They getting paid. There's some big guys getting getting them quarterbacks killed. What's my little post guy? Derek Carr, little brother. The car kid. He had some 300-pounders on the end, and he got killed yesterday. So, back to what I'm saying. Back to what was I? What was I? Before I was on. Colorado ain't going nowhere, man. Just know one loss doesn't define a head coach or a program. Oregon has a hell of a team over there. And that Austin Stadium, I don't know if you've ever been in there during a game. Dude, it's bananas. But Colorado ain't going nowhere either. Coach Prime will have these guys back up and running, and the Buffaloes will be a tough out all season in the Pac-12. Remember I told you this. They got another game next week against USC. USC almost let Arizona State beat them. They was up, and they was 20-something, 24 point under overdog from them. It's all right, dude. I know. And I love when the people talk about, I like Deion. I'm a Deion guy. Anytime somebody say, I'm a Deion guy, but, man, get your lying ass out of here. I don't even want to hear what coming behind it. Think about this, y'all. A 21-point overdog team. The fake punt. What my boy SoCal? The punt fake make it clear what Oregon coach and many other coaches think about Deion Sanders. But to let a TV camera in your locker room to hear you talk about Colorado and you're not even really hiding it. But I got to shout out to these gentlemen right here, because Colorado is no longer undefeated, okay? But Maryland, Penn State, and Syracuse are. And the reason I mentioned those three schools, all three of them got something in common. Let me help y'all out a little bit, just in case. Some people y'all got it already, right? Okay. That's the Maryland coach, Mike Locksley. Okay. We got Mike. They still undefeated. That's Penn State coach, James Franklin. Okay. Just want to let y'all know. That's Dino Babers. Syracuse, been in Syracuse for 8 years. Y'all probably ain't never heard of him. They undefeated. They playing Clemson next week, though. So let's get them brothers some love, too. Get them brothers some love, too. I'm not going to I love Deion because I've been in his company before. It's people around, people that I know is his right-hand man. So I'm going to always be Deion. So y'all can sit and talk about him, get losing. He done lost one game. He 3-1. Shit, ain't that the same record as the Dallas Cowboys? I'm sorry. Dale Griggs, I'm sorry. You know what? I got a question. Oregon beat them, right? But after this beatdown, is Colorado's story over? Don't you know that Fox Noon kickoff gonna be? They ain't gonna be up there with your homeboy Dan SoCal. They ain't gonna be up there with Danny boy. What his name? Ain't his name? I forgot the boy's name already. I don't know. Landing, whatever his name. They gonna be in Boulder. Do y'all? It ain't gonna stop. The Oregon coach. How many of y'all gonna watch the Oregon game? SoCal. Go SoCal. I can't wait till you get. Oh shit! It ain't showing. I ain't got my good camera today. I can't show it today. But SoCal. You and King Sticks, the only two people probably gonna be watching Oregon next week. You, him, and Bo Nick's mama. And Bo. Now he talking about Penix. Yeah. Penix is not he's at Washington, not Indiana, King Stick. King Stick, do you be drinking before you come on this show? He played for Washington, man. Man, leave Bo Nix alone, man. Leave Bo Nix. I ain't talking about Bo. I ain't talking about Bo. Let me see. What else I had to go? Yo, how did that conference is no joke. Man, let me tell you something, man. Hey, Oregon is good. Them big hold up, y'all. They didn't even have to listen. They was moving the ball so well. They didn't have to do no fake punt. They were third and four, or fourth and four. They probably could have ran for it. You follow me? They probably could have ran for it. It's gonna be a good long season, but the only reason I'm even thinking about, I wouldn't be looking at Penix, Tenix, none of these. I would be looking, if it weren't for Deion Sanders, y'all, on Saturdays, I'd be on the golf course all day. I'd be on the golf course all day. I'd be on the golf course all day. Also, here, cash cow. Yo, what this sound like to y'all, man? Have y'all been, cause my people been watching, have y'all been watching his comments? Go back and watch these comments for me. No, Colorado story is not over. It's prime time. He's a cash cow. Have y'all been watching his? Y'all been watching him? Y'all been watching. I just asked the question. How many of y'all gonna watch Oregon next week? Raise your hand. Just how many? Hey, SoCal, I ain't never seen you on the show. I got something for you. I want you to go to this website right here. Hold on. This for you. Hold on. This for you, right here. I need SoCal and King Sticks to go to SolomonBryantWine.com, and y'all go order a case of wine apiece. Both of y'all. That's what y'all need to go do that. Okay. Y'all need to do that. Okay? Do that for me. All right? Okay? Because y'all seem to understand everything about this basketball, this football thing. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. All right, where's did I have it? But I'm gonna pivot a little bit because I'm gonna come back to that. Yeah, I'm gonna pivot a little bit because I saw some things in the news that I want to share with you. That SoCal, and I'm gonna show you why you don't understand. You just walked into a buzzsaw. You just walked into a buzzsaw. Because I saw this I saw this right here. I got to find my glasses. Hold on, King Stick. King Sticks, quit typing and go over to Solomon and Brian and order some of that wine. That's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do right now. All right. But hold on, y'all. Damon Lillard had to take a look at this. So, Cal, I don't know who you are and what you are because you're new on this thing. We don't know who your real name is. You could be a troll. I don't know who you might be. Because I'm watching your tweets. I'm watching your comments. Oregon is taking a stand for all of us. Who is us? What? I don't care what you drank, buy some wine. You're on this show running your mouth, buy some wine. That's all I'm asking. Oregon is taking a stand for all of us. He on YouTube, Vanessa. What does Carrie Steele mean? Let me show you how she looks. Hold on. Let me give you some Carrie Steele. Did I? Let me give you her profile. That's her profile. But this sister named Dawn, who knows her, she said, Oregon is taking a stand for all of us. What she mean, SoCal? What she mean, Key Sticks? What she mean? Tell me, you drink Henny? I want you to drink some wine because you need to lay off that damn Henny. What do she mean? Because my girl Dawn came on here. Let me find old Dawn. Little Dawn kind of cute too. Hold on. Look what Dawn tweeted back and said. Don't start this, Carrie, because a few of us know how you got started in this industry, so you might want to delete this, honey. Y'all know I'm gonna follow that rabbit trail. Y'all crazy? King Sticks and SoCal. SoCal, order some wine, man. SolomonBryan.com. Order some wine for your wife or whatever. Hold on. Watch it. Hold on. Let me get you Don. Let me split Don them up. Don said, girl, you need to cut that out. Don, Don got 71,000. Don must know. Don knows she immediately. Don said, girl, you better slow down. Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? I followed the rabbit hole, y'all. The girl said Oregon is taking a stand for all of us. The SoCals of the world, the King Sticks of the world. She's taking a stand for Oregon took a stand for y'all, man. She said, Carrie, hold up. Few of us know how you got started in the industry. Y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. It bothers me. Now, I hope y'all understand why I support people that look like me. Because I know it's two different structures out here. It's a social structure. How they see us and the governance structure. Governance. How we see each other. Show you why. See, King Sticks, SoCal. This kind of stuff I'm talking about right here. Hold on. It's for my boys. It's for my boy. Hold on. I got to find this for them. See? This kind of stuff, y'all, that kind of got me right here. This kind of stuff right here. This the kind of stuff. Can y'all see that? Should I make it bigger? Let me make it bigger. You don't need to see me. This is what was in the stands. This is what was in the stands. That's not Sage Steel, man. Hey, man, hey, just quit talking, King Sticks. That's not no Sage Steel. That's two different people. Did y'all see what these boys had in the stands? They be up there cheering, but want to talk about a man who had to go get 2 of his toes amputated to save his life. He almost died. I just, SoCal. King Sticks. Player, this stuff is serious to me. It's more than sports to me. I love sports. Made a living in it. Let me keep going. Let me put my glasses back on. See, this is the kind of stuff, SoCal, and Herb, you're going to really be able to identify with this one. We got a dude that talks negative about every black coach in college basketball. He made his bones. He got famous because LeVar Ball let him hang around his kids. And then LeVar Ball fired his ass because he did some ignorant stuff. And then now he got something to say about everything now. Everything. Herb, your favorite person. Here you go. SoCal. This is why I'm going to talk about him every single day. Because a guy like Jeff Goodman talking about, 3 weeks of 24/7 Coach Prime was enough. Time to move on. This clown ain't got nothing to do with football. But he always got something to say. And you wonder why? Because I got all of this information inside of me. That's why you said, what you say, I'm getting salty. Yeah. Well, maybe I am. Yeah. Maybe. Then you got a dude named Danny Cannell, who Deion intercepted a pass from him and ran it all the way back for a touchdown. Danny Cannell ain't never got off the bench and got cut right after that, not too long after that. He got something to say every week. Yesterday was so predictable. Colorado getting blowed out. People with Deion fatigue, reveling on the loss. Deion bandwagoners crying about it. Y'all know I got that touchdown to run by. Y'all know I got it right. I hope y'all know I got it now. I got it. Hold on. Hold on. I got it for y'all. Okay. Hold on. Just. What's his name? Danny Cannell. Yeah. This for my man SoCal.
Late fourth quarter, Cannell trying to be a player, prime time player hating. Got his PhD as player hating degree. 8 career interception return for a touchdown, one off of Ken Houston's NFL record of 9. Deion high stepping from 30 yards out. He said,
That's why he always got something to say. I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Did I have anything else for y'all? Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Ladies and gentlemen, love the game of sports. And I even love being able to talk about it with SoCal and King Sticks, because I'm glad, because if they didn't have a different of opinion, I wouldn't even have to bring up all this material. It's contention is good. I don't want you to agree with me. I just want you to buy some of that wine, though. I do. SolomonBryan.com. I want you to buy some of that wine and gift it to somebody. But it's so much stuff. And I looked at my man. Oh, hold up. Stop the presses. Shout out. Hold on. Stop the presses. Shout out to my girl, Leilani Araminta. Thank you for this information, Tanya. Becomes the first female football kicker in HBCU Division I history after kicking the other day, Saturday, for Jackson State's home opener. She was added to the roster due to injuries. They'll send it to California, sir. Hey, you playing around. Go to SolomonBryan.com. They will send it to California. Just they send it everywhere. They send it to Japan if you're there. But y'all check this out. Did y'all see my girl? Y'all got to see this. Yeah, back up, baby. Don't you go up there and let them dudes hurt you.
That is Leilani Araminta.
Did y'all see that? It's not Women Rock Wednesday. I told y'all Women Rocks. They ain't got nobody on the campus but the baby. The girl had to kick it. They ain't got no men's soccer team. That's right. I don't think TSU got a men's soccer team either. I mean, do y'all see that? I mean, y'all, wait a minute. Y'all just act like y'all just see stuff like that all the time. When the last time you seen a girl kick? In HBCU? Never. And my man Charles in the building. Stephen Woods, got something for you. Stephen Woods, I don't know where you been. You ain't been on the show. And you don't know you've been busy. I don't know what's been going on, because you used to be on the show all the time. Maybe people got jealous because you always talk about Coach Wood. You always talk about Coach Wood. You always talk about some of these other coaches. And Coach Woods, you ain't been here. Coach Woods, Solomon Bryan wine. Go get your wife some Solomon Bryan wine, and you got to go to the Cleopatra's cigar and cognac lounge. And right next door to it, Coach Woods, because I ain't seen you in a long time, you might not know, I want you to go next door to, if you want to take your wife to a great dinner, or come on Sunday, brunch, or Wednesday, steak night. Steak night. Did I tell you what happens on Wednesday on steak night? Oh, let me just help y'all. At Mimi. No, at Cleopatra's. Watch this. You get a 16-ounce ribeye, asparagus. Hold on. A fried baked potato, a glass of wine, and a cigar for $45. Let me give me a drink on that. And if you tell them you heard about it on the Chop Shop, you get an order of the Chop Shop shrimp, complimentary. Papa those ain't gonna do it. Ruth Chris ain't gonna do it. None of these people gonna do it. I know they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. I got somebody that'll do it for you. And the food good. Then, go get your wife some of that wine. Now I'll talk about your statement you made. You said, all the hate on Colorado, Coach Prime is overshadowing the fact that Alabama is struck. Well, you know what? Yes, that's a good point. but we don't care about Alabama. I don't care about the SEC, the Slave Economic Conference. I don't care about it at all. Y'all notice I don't talk about them too much. Different schedule this year. Well, they need to switch your schedule around. Grow with KP. Y'all got how to fired up. Yeah, they always have me fired up. If y'all got to know, if you don't get me fired up, then I'll be sitting here. There you go, Steven. Steven, let me see. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to business. Let's get back. Y'all, let me talk about Eddie George, because I got an interesting topic I want to share with y'all. Y'all remember when Coach Eddie George used his platform to speak out? I don't know if y'all really saw it, but I got to show y'all this, because this is something that I know I taped it. Yeah, here it is. Check this out, because I didn't realize so many people didn't know. I talk about it on this show, but I talked to a very bright man yesterday, and I had to walk him through this stuff. He just, how can they do this to us? When y'all always talk about, we got people like Alfio talking about what the HBCUs, they ain't got this and they ain't got this. Y'all check this out.
And the bigger issue, the school is fighting is the money that's owed to them from the land grant money that's been owed to them for the last 50 years. And that's something that can be a huge shot in the arm for our institution. And we have to be responsible enough to then take that money and put it toward infrastructure, put it toward new buildings, put it toward a robust endowment that can continue to build, to grow, and to set up other funds that's going to deal with the maintenance and the everyday use for our student athletes, and to bring in the talent and teachers where we're well staffed. So there's an opportunity there. Tennessee State has the bones to be a really, it's a great institution, but now it's time to go from good to great, to eminence, to being exceptionally great with those opportunities, with those funds, and so forth. So that's what I'm fighting for, right? And I
mentioned this the other day on the Chop Shop. See, y'all know it because I didn't mention. Somebody called me last night, texted me last night, said, "Man, you were right about C.J. Stroud." I could have been wrong, but what I qualified is, and I'm gonna get back to Eddie George, but what I tried to qualify with it when I was telling y'all about the draft last year, because C.J. Stroud, his story that he had, and being in the sports industry for 30 years, most of the guys that make it, like Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson's, you hear their speech? Talk about their mamas and the things they wanted to do for their mamas. And these guys have a why. Their why was so big, how probably look easy to y'all, because they had a big enough why. I never forget telling the story about it. I think it was on Oprah Winfrey one show. This man, his daughter needed a kidney transplant, right? And he was the only match. Nobody else could be a match, but he was 100 pounds overweight. So he had to lose 100 pounds before they could operate on him, because if they operate on him 100 pounds overweight, they're killing. So he lost that 100 pounds, and they asked him what? He said, "Because my why, I wanted to save my daughter. My why was bigger than my how. I was going to lose that weight. That wouldn't eat, because my why was so big." And when I see things like this, and I watch guys like Eddie George, and talking about his HBCU advocacy, a lot of people like to say, "What about this? The HBCUs?" And man, your why gotta be so big. you gonna figure out how if you got a big enough why. So I just when I think about these guys like Prime and how they're strived to greatness, when you talk to these great guys, when you go to the Hall of Fame and you sitting there at the hotel and you seeing Fred Bilenikoff over here, everybody gold jackets. You have to have a gold jacket to be at this hotel, right? Our friend of a gold, Franco Harrison. Franco, you got to realize Franco Harris. He was not a hero, but I would never forget that catch. And back then, I used to like the Dallas Cowboys, so I really didn't like. But I got a chance to meet him, and I'm just sitting there, but when I talk to these guys, their why was so big. So I talked to a guy last night, and he was just asking me, Robert, how is it possible? The federal government has released these funds, but the 50 governors have to okay it and release it in their states. That's why the governors govern. That's why it's called governors. They govern over their states. But we got a lot of the governor of Tennessee, the governor of Texas. Y'all know these folks ain't no good. So they just figure out ways to lobby to keep from paying these HBCUs this money. That could have been helped 50 years owing them this money. When you get to running your mouth and talking about what, see, they don't hold back Texas money. They don't hold back A&M's money. They don't hold back Alabama's money. But I sent the article. Matter of fact, I'm going to post the article so y'all can, I don't never want y'all to not know stuff about this stuff, man. Because I sent it to the guy, and he just said, Rob, I just didn't know. This is a bright guy. We just think stuff just happens. State underfund black land grants colleges by $13 billion over 30 years. I'm finna post it. How can I post? Yeah, I'm gonna post it. How do I post this thing? I'm gonna copy it. Then I'm finna post in both. Hold up. Give me a second. Let me post this thing in both feeds. Made my power up, tried to cut off on us. Hold on, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Because it's important. Because I don't want nobody to ever say, but Robert, I didn't know. Man, they got an article about Forbes in it, to it. I mean, the secretary of, whoever, the secretary, they didn't make statements about it. But we don't know. We just thinking, well, they ain't got no money. They've been underfunded. So when you get to running your mouth about HBCUs, no, son. See, every time I turn around, I just pop up on my phone, right? Michael Collins, Money Mike, has just received an offer from 18 minutes ago from Jackson State University, Coach Mo Williams. That's 3 to a guy who the summer coach brought in other players and didn't even set him on the bench. Thank God for college coaches. Thank God these summer coaches ain't no college coaches. Let them stay college coaches because they don't know what the hell they summer coaches because they don't know what the hell they doing. I put it up there for y'all. I want y'all to check this kind of stuff out. Coach, we don't know. We don't know. My partner, he's, bless you, Lord. So, y'all, I saw something. I talked about it on this show. And let me just give y'all something. Let me give y'all something right quick. I need your help on this one now. This heavy. Check this out. Let me make sure I got it. Yeah.
Hey, Roger, Jim Trotter. The question is more for the owners, but also for you. And since they're not here, I'll ask you, as I always say. In your initial statement, the league's initial statement, it said that diversity, equity, and inclusion were core principles of the NFL. And I need to provide some context before I can ask you about that statement. In the 100-plus year history of this league, 24 of 32 franchises have either had one black head coach or no black head coaches. And to make sure I get the names right, I'll read them off here. We've got the Bills, the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Falcons, the Giants, the Jaguars, the Panthers, the Patriots, the Rams, the Ravens, the Saints, the Seahawks, the Titans, who have never had a black head coach. That's nearly half the league. We look at the fact that there's never been a majority black owner. There's only been one black club president. We look at the GMs, now we're up to 7. 5 of those were hired in the last 12 months. We're now at 3 black head coaches, 2 of whom were hired after Brian Flores filed his lawsuit. So it's easy to focus on the owners here, but I want to put this to
That was the year before at the Super Bowl. Watch this. We got to talk about this. Now y'all finna understand why I'm just not too happy. And I didn't start this show off talking about no Dallas Cowboys and NFL. Here we go.
Hey, Roger, Jim Trotter, NFL Media. You and other league officials have said that the league's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion extend beyond the sidelines and beyond the front offices and is applied to all aspects of the company. I've worked at NFL Media for 5 years. During those 5 years, we have never had a black person in senior management in our newsroom. That's a problem because we cover a league who, according to league data, the player population is 60 to 70% black, which means that there is no one who looks like these players at the table when decisions are being made about how they are covered. More concerning is that for a year plus now, we have never had a full-time black employee on the news desk, which again is a problem because we cover a league whose player population is 60 to 70% black according to league data. I asked you about these things last year, and what you told me is that the league had fallen.
Now, let me set this up. First of all, before I go there, I had this already set up for y'all.
Hey, man, hey, proud of each and every man in this room, man. All right, y'all put the work in this week. All right, that's what it looked like, man. Y'all put the work in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? We put the work in, we put the money in the bank, and you cashed out today. That's what it looked like, right? That's what it looked like, man.
Come on, baby.
Let's keep building, man. It's a great feeling. Love it. Love this feeling right here. Proud of all you guys. I can't wait to get back rolling again the next one, all right? Enjoy this one. It's hard to win in this league. Enjoy every one of them. There's going to be many more to enjoy in here. Keep that going.
Coach. Oh. First win.
I cheer that. Love D'Amico. I really, really, really like the Texans. I just don't like the stuff that's going on in NFL. It's a guy that is conflicted because for 30 years being in this industry, I benefited from the NFL, represent athletes that went to the NFL, got a lot of money. But this guy, Jim Trotter, it's a unique situation. First of all, it's one of the baddest dudes. Matter of fact, he just got Journalist of the Year last year from National Association of Black Journalists. Bad man. Bad man. They didn't renew his contract. Okay? When he got to asking those questions right there, because and all he wanted to know was, ladies and gentlemen, all he wanted to know is, why not? In his lawsuit, he is very clear in terms of the fundamental problem facing the NFL network and the lack of African Americans in key positions. Okay? Got to talk about this because I know y'all fans and y'all love this and y'all need to share this. Y'all need to share the hell out of this to all your football fans. Because I just want you to know, Tina, I want you to know, all you people that love Melvin Dudes, I know y'all love football. I'm not telling y'all not to love y'all football. I just don't never want y'all. I want y'all to have a fact. I don't want you to never say, but Robert, no one never told me. Right? Check this out. He also dropped this in the lawsuit, right? Those they had two quotes. Let me find those quotes. I got to find them. These quotes in there, man. From your boy Jerry Jones and Pagula. I think I forgot his first name. Who owned the Buffalo Bills? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. He said, okay. Pagula said, it's in the lawsuit. If black players don't like it here, they should go back to Africa and see how bad it is. This what Bill's owner Terry Pagula, his wife real sick right now, so I've got to take it a little easy on him. His daughter is a famous tennis boy, I think the top 5 ranked player in the country. And then Jerry Jones made a racist comment about hiring. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to find Jerry Jones said something. Jerry Jones said, okay, here it is. Jerry Jones was just saying, you know, if they want their own, let me see. I'm gonna find it. But they was making, here you go. If black feels some kind of way, this Jerry Jones, they should buy their own team and hire who they want to hire. But see, that's not right. That's not fair because blacks just can't buy a team. Lonnie Hamilton, they can't just buy a team. You have to, the owners got to vote on you. If all of us at the Chop Shop get all our billions and put them together, they still got to vote. So they can say, no, we don't want the Chop Shop here. So Jerry Jones is lying. Right? And then they talking about the statement attributed to me in Trotter's complaint is absolutely false. I am horrified that anyone could connect me with any allegations like that, Pagula said. Racism has no place in our society, and I'm personally disgusted that my name was associated with this complaint. The revelation, I see he ain't sued him yet. The revelations of Jones' comments specifically came less than a year after that infamous photo of the Cowboys owner joining in a crowd of students attempting to block 6 black students as they tried to desegregate North Little Rock High School. That picture should have been enough of a smoking gun for anybody who doubted Jones' views on race. But Jones supporters argued that the picture was taken decades ago and that people change and evolve. Well, as for Pagula's here's the statement, he and his wife Kim released back in 2021 following the conviction of Derek Chauvin for the murder of George Floyd. They said today's verdicts bring accountability to the senseless murder of George Floyd. But the fight to end racism and hate in our country continues. This him and his wife. They go on and on. All right. But I would encourage everyone. Rick Brown. If you can get your hands on it, I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to y'all. But I would encourage NFL fans, people who are just casual fans who tune in every now and then, and especially people who have been in denial. And when I say denial, I mean willfully denial about what this league is and how they operate. to get your hands on the entire 53 pages. I've read it. I got it in paper. I mean, they sent it to me. They sent it to me hard copy. So I can't. I've read it, and I need you to read it. If you like reading, it ain't but 52 pages. The quotes that got your attention a second ago, I just gave y'all those. But the details, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. The details are in the lawsuit, because the lawsuit is a playbook on how the NFL gets down when anybody black who they feel steps out of lines and say too much in public. Colin Kaepernick. It's right there in the 53 pages that Jim Trotter lays out. See, they messed around and did this to a dude that knows all their dirty secrets. Mr. Trotter said that he raised complaints and concerns about these remarks, but no action was taken. When Jerry Jones said what he said. But let me tell you something. If you were a Bills player, how would you feel? If you was a Bills player, if you was, what's the boy, DeMar Hamlin, who damn near died on the field, what would you go say to Terry Baku? You know, most people are scared to say something to their boss, but how would you feel? See, those quotes I just gave y'all are surprising to some white people. Because if you are black in America, somebody who knows or you know has said this to you, or you have experienced it yourself, or somebody that told you. So white people telling you to go back to Africa if you don't like something. But that didn't jump out at me, because that's par for the course in black America. That didn't jump out at me. But y'all, I got to give to you. It's because they ain't going to give you this. Ain't going to give you this nowhere else. Stephen A. Smith ain't finna give you this. He can't. The NFL, in response from the NFL, is what we expected. The response was a complete lie. Because if you are going to say, because they said something about the only reason we had to let him go is because we had some budget cuts. Watch it. Watch it. Because if you're going to say Jim Trotter is no longer there, and you didn't renew his contract because of financial reasons, then why do you have a bunch of sorry ass people at the network that still have jobs? The dude just picked up another award from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the same guy. But you not renewing his contract because he challenged Roger Goodell. Y'all got this, like I say, he was the NABJ Journalist of the Year, picked up an award for Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you telling me you don't have money to pay, you have money to pay all your other employees, but not him? It just don't make sense to me. If you have a chance to read that document, y'all, you will see how the NFL shows us how they went about getting rid of him. If you believe the allegations in the claim. This wasn't an overnight decision now. This was a step-by-step breakdown on how all of this came into play. I'm gonna just try you a little, show you a little bit of the breakdown, because I want you to go read it, of the picture of all the NFL. I'm gonna give you. Hold up, let me find. Let me find. Let me look. Let me find something for y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna enlarge it so y'all can see it, right? The NFL shows us how, like I said, how they get down. I'm going to show you a picture of the breakdown of all the employees, NFL media, from owners to the ones in power in the newsroom that Jim Trotter was talking about. Let me make it big. Let me make it big. Them the owners at the top. Let me do that. Hold up. Let's go down. These the owners at the top. I'm messing up. I'm gonna get it right. These are the owners at the top. Let me go down. It's bunched up at the top. Those are all the owners. Most of them, all of them are white, except we got what's my man Chad Khan. He's I forgot what nationality is. So you got Roger Goodell right here at the top. I wish I could put my finger out there. Y'all can't see me. Going down, you got this other guy, the NFL Network. Then you got this other guy, Hans Schroeder. You got Brian Rolup. You got David Jarinka. You got Mark Quith. Look at all these guys. Ain't nobody black in NFL media. And then you had one guy at the bottom. That was Jim Trotter. That was him at the bottom. Okay? That's how they do it. And he just saying, why ain't he one of them guys up there? Why ain't nobody above? I'm you know, what's happening? He asked that question. You follow me? He said, it's the reverse, like at ESPN, I swear. I ain't worried about ESPN right now. I'm talking about the NBA right now. I ain't worried about them. I'm talking about the NFL. What's up, y'all? Check this out, y'all. All them people white. The attorneys for Jim Trotter, the guy I'm telling you about, is the same as that of Brian Flores. They got the same attorneys, right? This thing will and can play out publicly. I see you, Jim. If Jim chooses not to settle this lawsuit, the NFL will have to go through significant depositions. And Brian Flores' case is going to head of the court. See, if it was a player, you could have took it to arbitration like they did Kaepernick, and we don't know the ramifications. He just settled and we don't know. But Brian, all of this, the league has been trying to get this case to go to arbitration. But a judge came out and said about the Brian Flores case, this is not going to be behind closed doors. No one is going to let you hide this. This either going to be open in court or you got to settle. Let me tell you something that maybe you didn't know. The NFL is being investigated right now by the attorney generals in the state of California and in the state of New York at the same time, right now, for allegations of racial discrimination, sexual harassment, and ageism. Not the teams, the NFL officers. And some of the teams, you're right, some of the teams. For all the things that the NFL are, it's exciting, y'all, to see these games on Sunday. I understand, y'all, that this is America's #1 sport. I understand. But y'all, if there ever going to be a point in history in which the league is going to ever be held accountable, we are reaching that moment between these three cases. Here's the caveat to it. I'm going to bring you in, Jimmy. It's very hard for someone like me who has been in this industry for 30 years to get excited about what happens on Sunday. That's why I don't be talking about the games no more. It's hard. For those of you who didn't realize, the NFL made history this year. The league for league in week 1 of the season had 14 starting black quarterbacks. This has never happened. But it's hard for me to celebrate when the league has 3 black head coaches who identify as black, and a small amount of GMs, and a handful of team presidents that they have. And then that graphic that I just showed y'all a minute ago about NFL media that dictates how the league is covered. So while you might have progress in one small area as the quarterbacks on the field, when it comes to quarterbacks, all the things that we have discussed today is going on to show that there isn't really no progress at all. There's a lot of regress happening in most places. So those of you who don't understand why these lawsuits matter, is because America always responds 2 ways. They respond to public pressure, and they respond to money. And that's what lawsuits are all about. And the reality is the NFL is a $15 billion a year entity. Yes, the #1 sport. But they have been absolutely exposed in terms of who they are. DeMaurice Smith, who left the league, head of the Players Association, wrote a scathing piece talking about the racism in the NFL. And it's the reality of this league, y'all. Y'all got to realize they love to hide behind people who make decisions. Jay-Z was in town this weekend. Wish I had a song, because I would have said, Jay-Z, you're working with the NFL for halftime entertainment. Shout out to Usher. He going to be the headliner. I would love to see him respond to Jim Trotter's lawsuit. You have to confront these things aggressively as possible. You cannot dance with this thing. But I'm going to bring Jimmy on. I just wanted to share that with y'all in case you didn't know. That's why, like I said, I be conflicted with this thing, man. It's hard for me to cheer. It's hard for me to sit up here and say, okay, 14 black quarterbacks. Y'all, I talked about it briefly, but I just couldn't, Jimmy, because of what's going on, man. And it matters to me. It might not matter to y'all. Some of y'all, it might not matter to. But to me, it really, really matters to me. Well, what's up, Jimmy? What you got, man?
Man, what's going on? Have they shared the show yet?
But I don't care. I don't ask nobody to share.
Man, they got to share the show, man. It's Monday, man. Monday. Hey, we know you heard of Sunday Fun Day. It's Monday Fun Day.
I ain't telling them to share nothing. They better. They supposed to share. It's price of admission.
It's Monday.
Come on this show.
And there's so much making a lap around. Of course, shout out to the Houston Texans and their coach. I had to go and get me an old hat now and pull it out. I can wear the hat proudly now. You know, that's a big win. And I'm gonna
because you can't wear that damn other hat right now. So you might as well wear that one, because it's hard to wear that other one, that big ass hat you be wearing. I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but it's hard. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it's hard, man.
Which hat should I wear?
That one right there. You wearing the white one.
San Diego? I should wear a San Diego hat? You want me to wear that?
No. I'll wear the San Diego hat. No.
Want me to wear a Yankee hat?
But see, Jimmy, you know I ain't gonna wear the hat. I'm gonna wear the play. I like players. I don't like teams. Unlike y'all like teams. I like players.
Okay.
I don't like teams. I don't care. Like Colorado out there. If Prime was the lead tomorrow, do you think I had that damn background in your background right now? If Prime left and went to Boogaloo State tomorrow, I'm done with Colorado. I'm with Prime.
Not if Ray Forsett stayed there. And
if Ray Forsett stayed, I'm with Prime, man.
If they say, Ray, you the general manager of this damn thing.
I'm with Prime, man.
That's what he already is with the football.
If Ray gonna go, no, Ray is chief of staff. What the hell you talking about? Chief of staff.
I'm talking about in terms of the duties and functions. He's a
Dude,
supreme.
Ray go wherever he go, I'm going. Wherever Prime go,
Yeah,
Ray going.
You change that.
No, but I'm just telling you.
Now, the Texans I was about to mention is that
yeah.
I didn't watch the beginning of the game, but I caught the first quarter about midway through, and I'm gonna tell you, guys, you know, it wasn't like I went out my way. I got to watch the Texans. I'm not that guy when I roll out on Sunday morning, but the TV was on. I said, oh, let me see how they're doing against Jacksonville, a team that they had been controlling, you know, for the last couple of years. And I'm watching them get out there and get out in front early on. But when the producer give permission to air and let the public see the interactions between the head coach and the players on the sideline, you could see something different with DeMeco Ryans and his interactions with those players, those grown men. Those grown men are really, really have bought in. Remember, they lost 2 games, started the season out. Then they've won this one. They are still bought into this process. We understand there's still work to go, but for him to buy, first of all, he made a conscious decision knowing this is year 1. I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud. A lot of people's like, draft this guy, draft that guy. I don't know about him. I don't know about it. That's why some of those people, all you do is pay attention when the people, especially draft time.
So if you're going to pay attention to people, why don't y'all pay attention to the person who said who they should draft? C.J. Stroud.
That's the same. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You pay attention to those and you start making screenshots with your cell phone. Keep that stuff in a certain folder. Email it to yourself, put it in a folder on your email box and call it just, you know, whatever you want to call it. But there were people saying don't do it. And then when he came on early, this is our quarterback. This our dude. Remember, they had quarterbacks they had brought in, had been there for 3, 4, 5 years. Some had been left, came back into the camp. This is our quarterback. Those guys, and when you didn't hear much pushback, that was a green flag. Let you know this young fella going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Think about it. In the history of the NFL, Adam, there's no quarterback that has ever started a career with 900 plus yards, at least 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions through their first 3 starts. In the history of the NFL, this young boy just did that the other day on Sunday. He just set a record I said again, there's no quarterback in NFL history to have 3 consecutive starts, and during those starts, you produce over 900 yards passing, 4 touchdowns at least, and 0 interceptions. That means obviously he's yet to throw an interception, and it's going to happen soon. You know, just hope it doesn't be at the most inopportune time like Dak Prescott. How them Cowboys feeling today? How they feeling? How your people up there feeling, them Cowboys?
Man, you know, like I said, I'm not too excited. I'm not there. I'm going to let you talk about football. I ain't excited. I ain't excited. I'm going to let you talk about it.
Yeah, as you just said, people, individuals, it was something gravitating. It's more than one thing. DeMeco Ryans, him as a person is if you're watching him, it's infectious. That is the positive energy that he exudes with his smiles, and it seems like, man, he's engaged in the game. He's just like when they're going for different things and they doing different. He's always, you know, he's in there with them. Then on top of that, one of the coaches on the support staff, a quarterback's coach, is a young man from out of H-Town who was a 2-sport star, one of the best 2-sport stars during his high school career in modern day history of Houston high school basketball /football. and that's the young fellow from Humble High School that went to Texas A&M. Now he's a quarterback. I think he's a quarterback coach with the Texans. Great story there. Then you look at the black quarterback, which he's not the first, not the second, but he is the now for them. So I'm just proud on that because they got a win under their belt, and that's a great thing on the road.
You know, I'm looking at my notes because a guy told me last night. He texted me last night. What did he say? Let me see. Guy texted me and said, let me see what he said. You were absolutely right months ago about all the things you said about C.J. Stroud. Because everybody was talking about Bryce. And I said, Steve, but you probably went on the show that day.
Yeah.
So it was you. He just told me. He did this yesterday. He said you were Jimmy, I know his story, Jimmy. I know his dad got locked up. Did you know that? His dad's still locked up. He's mad at his dad for years. Dad was his young coach, youth coach, and then did some crazy stuff. His mom, they was in bad situation. Mom looked up and got a job at a storage facility, and with this having a job, being the manager at the storage facility, you got an apartment over the storage, and this young man had to go. He didn't have the right shoes all the time, because she couldn't afford the shoes. I mean, it was just. But this kid always, Bryce and all of those other guys were getting all the pub. This boy just felt he was better than all of them all the time. Great young man. You got a great story. And I told that story on the show a long time ago because people were saying, well, I want Bryce Young. I want this. I said, but CJ, man, he got the kid. He got to make sure he never go back, Jimmy, because I never forget. It's a player. I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna say his name, but I went to his house, his mom's house, and he used to tell me. He said, "Man, my mom used to have a lock on the refrigerator." He said, "Man, I don't never want to be poor no more." He said, "Coach, when she left the house, she didn't want nobody eating up all the food, Jimmy, he said he went to college, went to junior college first. He said he didn't like to lift weights. He said, but for him to get out of that situation, he didn't want to go back home. He said, Jimmy, every time he lifted a weight, he said 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. That's how he got through. He got through junior college. So then when the next college asked him, said, look, hey man, you want to go back home? Before you make your transition, go back home before you come to the college. He said, no, send me straight there. Send me straight to my college. I ain't going back because he didn't want to go back to that poverty in his house. And then people wonder why, one of the, Jimmy, he still got money from his first contract. Jimmy, he still got money from his first contract. Very, he just said he never, ever wanted to be in that situation again. C.J. Stroud, he done been through some. See, Bryce Hollywood. Not necessarily Hollywood. I wouldn't say Bryce, 2-family household, mom and dad are there. They got big. Bryce cool. The new boy coming out, Caleb Williams. His dad has said, well, man, Caleb might not come out this year. If the right team don't draft him, he might not come out this year. So it's just different things, man. When you get it out the mud, really, really out the mud, sometimes it changes. Not to say it's all the time that's the right thing, because Peyton Manning ain't never hit a lick in his life, and he was a bad dude. So, but C.J. Stroud just had something different, and I wanted to share that, guessing people who didn't watch the show back then. I wanted to bring them up to speed. That's C.J. Stroud's story. Go read his story. It's amazing. What else you got?
Oh man, I'm looking and speaking of NFL. Man. Miami Dolphins, man.
Oh my goodness.
There's problems in Denver that exceed well beyond the football field. And I just let that just sit right there. You guys can understand. And
what you mean? What you mean way beyond the football field?
Yeah, it's way beyond the football field. You can just tell when in the off season when they hired Sean Payton. And remember, they had a baby sweepstakes.
Then they ran his mouth.
They had baby sweepstakes. Remember, the Texans there were people that wanted the Texans. They were willing to give for a short window draft picks for this dude to bring. Think about it. For him to come and bring that ideology, then you get the job and you make them comments about Russell Wilson and kissing the babies and you need to kiss less babies and all that right there. And then nobody in that covered that in mainstream came to Russell's defense. Remember now.
But Jimmy, you want to talk about Russell. Look at this right here. You want to
right
go
now, what are the emotions like going through your head personally?
Shit. Shit. It's
Right now, what are the emotions like going through your head personally?
Shit. Shit. It's tired of losing, man. I've been here for 7 years and all I've done is loss, and it's frustrating.
Right now, what are the
both? He a loser. Maybe they got a lot of losing ass dudes like that in their organization because Russell has won before. Russ has won before. Maybe you got too many them kind of people like Dion had to come and get rid of them old sorry ass kids out of there. So we want to talk about Russ. Russ has won before. That dude, they've been there for 7 years and ain't won a damn thing. They probably got that locker room is probably permeated with guys just like that. And Russell Wilson ain't gonna help that. He on the line. He the one got the block. And Russell running for his life. And he's sitting there crying, talking about he's tired of losing. Block somebody then.
That's on the offensive end. The defensive end, you gave up 70 points in the NFL game. They can't, that's the thing. I'm refusing to overlook how could an NFL professional defense in this league give up 70 points in a regular season football game. I mean, that's baffling to me. We know Miami is talented. We know on both sides of the ball. Shout out to the young fella from Thurgood Marshall High School, a chain, the running back. He had over 200 yards rushing in that particular game yesterday. H-Town. So he's in our other H-Town young fella. What's his name? The boy from Episcopal. The wide receiver. Waddle was out with concussion. So, it's reason Miami is, that's two H-Town direct lines that we know of that's on that team. Shout out to those guys, and of course Tua, who've overcome odds. Remember, they were on the verge trying to push him out the door for Tom Brady just a year ago. Like, and this dude here is in MVP. Him along with Tyreek Hill, they're clowning this season early on. Shout out to those guys there in the NFL. So as we move on.
And Jimmy, before we go, somebody just sent this to me, man. I won't be able to play it today. But this little coward-ass dude from Alabama State hit this damn security guard, man.
Was that a gal?
It looked like a girl.
I don't want to say that it looked like it's.
It looked like one.
Somebody confirmed that was a woman or not.
I don't know. I'm just saying it looked like one. I'm just saying.
I know, but if it ain't, then that don't sound right. It look like.
It do sound right. But he need his ass whooped. I wouldn't put him out of school.
They took him off the roster.
I wouldn't put him out of school because I want him to get an education. But he need his ass whooped, though.
Well, here's the thing. Now, understand something. I've read in one of the papers that he has been arrested.
Okay.
After the game, and they have suspended him indefinitely from the program. They have removed his name from the roster as well.
I'm just worried about him going to school. I want him to get an education because I still want him to get an education.
They got school in jail?
No.
They got. What do you mean? So he shouldn't be. So he should not be prosecuted for.
We don't know. You sucker punched the lady. He got to do a little time, but I still want him to go to school. Still want him to go to school.
Okay, here's the deal though. So you're saying he should not be prosecuted then for such an act?
Well, he can go to jail and come back and go to school. Can't you go to school after jail? Goddamn, what you think? They gonna give him 100 years for it. He hit a black person. He didn't hit a white person.
He'll plea on that. They'll offer him some probation, and he'll take the probation for probably a misdemeanor assault. But still,
these the same guys was cussing Coach Prime, calling him all kind of bitch when he was walking around the field. This the same program. Ain't this the same program that the coach didn't shake? Y'all help me. Is this the same program that the coach didn't shake Coach Prime hand? Eddie Robinson Jr. Ain't this the same program?
Yeah,
They're talking about somebody ain't swag. Is this the same program? Y'all help me out now.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah,
is this the same program now?
So that means you recruiting these types of players, and which football. And now understand, you can't say in the heat of the battle. That wasn't on.
No, man, that was flat out wrong. That was flat out wrong.
That was on the sideline, and you bickering with the fans, and I guess that's another whole concept. Can y'all guys, as society, heckling has always been a part of the game.
Absolutely.
Now, hecklers got to understand, don't go below the belt. There are certain things that most hecklers supposed to know. You don't just go and venture certain places with your heckling. Yeah,
Jimmy, and hecklers shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's heckling gone too far.
That's below the belt.
Absolutely below the belt. But keep going. Keep on going.
At the same time, put this like this. What if that sign would have said, go, just something in, I'm just trying not to put it out there.
Ain't no comparison to that.
Sign, yeah, it is. If that sign would have had some pro-blackness on there, right? So let's say they had, I love Minister Farrakhan on there or something. They would have went and either did two things. They would have told the camera, one of the at least seven cameras angles, don't put that on so the public can see it. Number two, they would have had somebody to come and tap them on the shoulder and say, you have to remove that sign, or we have to retrieve that sign from you. The question is, did the staff at that University of Oregon facility come and retrieve that sign from them during the course of that game? Signs are permitted, but they're supposed to not violate or not go above. They have certain guidelines and protocol that the house is supposed to enforce with them. Did they make them remove that sign?
Man, move on, man, because that wasn't a good comparison to me. I don't like that one.
If that sign had some other stuff on there, they would have came and made you remove the sign. That's my point.
Oh, okay.
You fill in the blank on there. Yeah. If it would have had other stuff, they would have made them remove the sign. Sir, we got to take that sign from you. That's what they would have done. Now, I don't know if they made them, because that's a personal, that wasn't from a TV angle. That was from somebody's personal electronic device what took that.
I'm just talking about, we was talking about hecklers. And I'm just showing you, my thing was, let's go back to the hecklers. I'm just showing you how ignorant these fans are. Yeah. Jimmy, you can't, I don't even want to go to a football game right now. Every time is a fight at every football stadium down there, and every game, somebody is fighting in the stands. Every week, there's a fight. I could show y'all a video of every week there's a fight in the stand. Some people getting really, really hurt because they go. I just never understood fandom. So I'm not fans. I can't agree with you. I can't even empathize with you. And I'm a guy that love to give you empathy and feel with you, but I can't give it to you. I can't. What else?
Now this young kid in Alabama State, so he's going to suffer the consequences for his actions.
Dude,
and we'll see how that goes on that. Also, I see Keith Liggins say, did we see the high school kid that whooped the security guard in Dallas? I didn't know where it was at. I saw the videos of that, and I don't know the context of it, what preluded that confrontation, but it looked ugly. It really did. So, like I said, once again, I don't know what happened. I don't know who put hands on who first, but I just saw a clip of that particular video where it looked like at a football game or in
Make
a
no sense.
tunnel in the stadium, the guy was fighting with an adult who has been described as a security guard. We're in the sad, like I say, I can't speak on that. I don't know any other details. If you guys do, you can feel free to attach the link or in the Boom Boom Room. Share the show if you haven't done so already. Yeah, do that right now. Share the show to your timelines, to your pages, real fast. Now, uh, we talked a little.
Can we talk about your tweet before we get out of here? Grown men conspire and lobby college coaches to extend fake offers to our youth. Colleges often feel extorted because if they don't comply, they risk being boxed out of future recruiting process by those particular grown men. Eventually, kids end up depressed without zero offer. My thing is, this can't happen too much. How rampant is this? It ain't that many kids that's going to college. So this can't be happening that much that a kid ends up with zero offers. Talk to me.
It happens more than we would like to even dare to understand in various cities. And that tweet was inspired by about almost a half dozen college coaches. They inspired that tweet, collectively three for sure was together, and they were like, in other words, that put that tweet out, speak for them because they're not. See, first of all, NCAA guidelines prohibit the Division I coaches from specifically speaking out about a certain prospect until after they have signed the letter of intent. So they are pretty much with a hand behind their back. Whenever you see stuff on social media, whenever they see falseness about so and so has offered, they can't push back and say, no, we haven't. And if they do, then the potential embarrassment that comes with it could stain that particular college and or that particular coach for years to come, because you turn into the big bad wolf. So most of the coaches know it's taboo. They just turn the other cheek, and they'll call somebody on the phone. Man, you see what so-and-so just tweeted? You see that, man? Why they lying on the? Won't you say something about that? They do it. They used to do that all the time with me. Then I would go out there, and that's why many of you guys used to see me on social media basically challenging the validity of people's.
Boy, some daddies still don't like you, Coach.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what happened? They still don't like me because I got it right. Think about that. They hated that I shed light on a conspired effort to try to fool guys. See, here's the thing: the side of the fence that I'm on. The colleges pay me annually. It's like you pay insurance companies quarterly, monthly, annually to provide a service for you in the event of need, right? You pay insurance that in the event you have a wreck, in the event there's a tragedy, there's a fire, there's a flooding, then that insurance has to step up and they got your back. They have an obligation to fill, so to speak. I don't get paid from the parents or the families. I get paid by the colleges. Whether I help them get a kid or not, I get paid for my intel. And the intel comes in the form of this. These comes out once every quarter. So this is what people wonder why they call me cheat sheet. The book is called, is nicknamed the cheat sheet. This thing has been coming out. I've been publishing this thing for almost 25 years. These booklets come out once every quarter. This particular episode, issue, it has the high school gym times. If you look at this, you see a school every day of the week. It tells the coaches the high school and their gym times, along with the social media of the particular school is listed next to that. And there's pages and pages of these, pages and pages of that. Next up, you have the high school coaches' cell phone numbers and their email addresses for pretty much all of the schools in Greater Houston. Then it also has the players' information. You have player information with cell phone numbers, evals, their summer teams. There's enough data in this booklet to get any coach to ignite it with the recruiting process of a player. Parents' cell phone numbers, players' cell phone numbers. They got your info, they got your intel. Now, at the same time, this booklet doesn't go as deep with the rankings because most coaches that get this ain't looking for the 50th or the 60th best player in Houston. You got me, Hannah? Otherwise, this thing will be that big. They're not looking for number 97. They're not looking for that. These coaches that get this are primarily Division One coaches, primarily. So Division One coaches are looking for Division One prospects. That's for your grassroots coach and your high school coach. So back to this tweet. You ask in regard to the people and the offers. I mentioned earlier, it takes place a lot. What happens is there's people of influence involved with players. They especially the ones that have been in the game or have a bunch of talent in their stable. They will contact the colleges and say, man, I need you to offer this kid. That coach is going to either say yay or nay. But if he says nay, then he is risking that particular coach closing the walls, closing the doors, and prohibiting him from recruiting another one of his players because he needed a favor. I need a favor from you, coach. I need you to do this. Coach, everybody doing it. I need you to offer him for either one, to help my program. Number two, you could offer him to help other programs to try to trick those other programs in your conference to maybe offering him because you didn't offer. That's another move that they use a whole lot. And what happens is the inspiring
Is
thing.
are the players good enough to play?
But I understand. Sometimes here and there. Sometimes they are playing good enough to play in college, but obviously not that particular college, Adam. Because if they were good enough to play at that particular college that you're falsely advertising for, that an offer has been extended, they're not good enough for that one. Because otherwise, the offer would be real. Now the thing is, in this situation, the kids are the last to know. I have seen circumstances and instances where the parents are in on the coup. I've seen it where the parent has even incentivized that particular player of influence to go and initiate or go and get an offer from our kid. I've seen and heard of those situations. I've been on the three-way with people talking to these coaches, and I've been in person with guys talking to college coaches, soliciting fake offers from them. And I stand and I had a couple of them try to use me. Hey man, Hicks got him ranked in Houston, man. Where you got him ranked at, Hicks? Number 20. So see the man, he's good enough. So it's like now you're using me as a prop in your propaganda. And that's the thing. And the kid is the last to know. In 99.9% of the situations, these kids are the last to know. These 15, 16, 17-year-olds are the last to know that that offer is fake. They have virtually no way to find out. So they honestly believe, many of them, most of them, that offer, because they trust the person of influence. They trust him. They trust their parents. Sometimes parents know, sometimes parents don't know. But then you take that offer and you give false hope. It's an empty it's an empty end game on that. Because now what that kid does, he's really thinking that LSU is offering. So that means you're ignoring LSU Alexandria. You're ignoring McNeese because you're thinking that LSU, because they came in town and they said hello to you, or they they patted you on the head or liked one of your messages, and or you and they, you're thinking that that person, that they are really recruiting you. And my thing is, these 15 through 18-year-olds that's in high school, they are smarter than what you are willing to give them credit for. They are more, they have been introduced to more things because of social media that we didn't have when we were coming up than we would probably want to admit. So my point is, why not start telling, if you want to do the fake offer thing, that's on you. But how about start letting the kids in on and letting them understand what the hell going on? That way they can proceed. Because I know some of these young men out there would probably tell you, hey man, if you're gonna do a fake offer, I don't even really want no fake. I want a real offer. Because they thinking that's a real offer that you brought to them. And then when a person pushes back and say and shows proof that that offer ain't real, or to give you, then you simply push back by saying that guy's a hater. That guy don't like you. That's why he's saying that. And that's falseness. That's more fakeness, because you're doubling down on a lie that you're presenting with these kids. And at the end of the day, these kids end up, we see more and more each year, they end up with the talent to play basketball, maybe not at the Division I level right now, but they have the talents to play basketball somewhere, yet they end up finishing high school and don't want to touch a basketball for the near future. They don't want to play basketball because the game has psyched the basketball soul up out of them. Many of these young people, mental health is playing a rapid part of our society, from all facets. And we see these young people.
So people, these kids are putting all of their eggs in a basketball basket? Then that's the problem. That's the problem. That's a societal problem. Then that's a community problem. If we got kids putting so much that you saying they sap all the energy, then we need to address the problem. And the problem ain't the kids not getting no offer. The problem is you can't sit here, kids, young men. You can't sit here and just think, if you don't get an offer, you just don't get an offer. Everybody ain't gonna play in college basketball. That's just the bottom line. So if it can't be, you can't. I'm telling you. Forget what you heard. It's no such thing as basketball or bust. Your life is much bigger than bouncing a damn basketball. Because guess what? Every owner of an NBA team ain't never bounced the basketball except one. And he done sold the team because he cashing out. He done cashed out. So all the owners now. So if that's what you get mental illness about, the illness part of it, if you let somebody talk you into thinking, my identity is locked in the high school basketball going to college, don't get and this is a public services announcement, don't have your life is not about basketball, man. Please. You see all of this stuff. The reason I want this stuff talked about, so I can tell you this. Don't let these people fool you out here, Doc. If your life is bigger than basketball, you might be great in the arts. You might be great in something else. Might not be basketball. So do not let these people have you having a mental breakdown because you're not getting an offer at a college. No, life is much bigger and much important than
that. And that's it's a sad state we're in, but it's
very sad.
Guys, like I said, guys, you
Jimmy, I even got some. Hold on.
You gotta understand something.
Somebody just sent this to me.
Even if you're a grown ass man and you're doing this, here's the deal. Do you understand how it's going to end? You know it's a fake offer. They're going to find out soon enough. And then what happens is, I'm thinking back at the we go to the Fundy Recreation Center and we watching the No Excuses Pro League. And there's a just a total amount of guys out there. If you go and you say at random and you mention they summer coaches that they played for, you know the result of reaction that a lot of them guys do. They don't even smile when you say their summer coach's name from back in the days.
Absolutely.
Why don't they smile?
I don't know, but I know one of them brought me over there so I can meet his girl that he fell in love with and said, I'm the man that changed his life. So I don't know about them other coaches, but D'Angelo Harrison did that at the game, at the Richard, at the Fundy. He brought me over there, let me meet this beautiful young girl from New York. And he said, Mr. Hatter, he said, come here. Told the girl, this guy changed my life right here. So guess what? I don't know what other coaches doing, but I know how he feel. I don't care about the rest of them. I know how he feel about me.
So just think about that. Let that soak in. Think about this. A lot of those guys that play in that league, the majority of those play professionally. They earn a check from playing basketball somewhere. Well, some of you guys that are out there in these independent programs, right? Wouldn't you like, think about it. What if one of those guys would have came up and just say, man, I'm gonna feed you guys after next weekend's tournament some pizza? That's a couple $100. You can't even get a couple $100 out these dudes because they done found that you done did so much dirty, so much wrong.
But then some of these athletes ain't worth for a fat rat. Jimmy, I'm not finna blame it on the guys. Some of these athletes ain't nothing either now. You can go on with that.
What you mean ain't nothing?
They just ain't coming back and give back. They selfish as hell. Some of these athletes selfish as hell now. They ain't gonna come back and give. I'm just telling you.
Giving back is something that you acquire along the way of a journey. You are taught that before, during, or after the art of giving back and the whys. A lot of people don't understand the gift
yeah, but I understand. But you trying to put it on. Seem like you just putting it on the summer team guys. Man, some of these guys ain't worth for nothing. Jimmy, you perfect example. I did everything I could for a family, and the lady get mad because I wouldn't let her stay in my damn house. And tell you, if you catch me on my team again, people see it's some. Y'all understand, man? This thing is two ways. It's two ways now. I'm not just blaming these guys. Because these parents and these kids have some I don't know what's wrong with them. They think everybody owes them something, especially when you're an athlete. So I got to give it to you real.
So once again, if that be the case, understand this. You just said, I mentioned earlier, if you say the person's name, they are likely to frown than smile. That's a different that was the initial statement that took us through this down the street.
Yeah.
But
they can frown about people who did something good for them.
Yeah, but
come on, man.
But the memory of them right now brings about a frown. That's troubling.
Because he probably didn't give him something that he wanted. He probably wouldn't let his mama stay at your damn house.
But guess what? Nobody remember what you ate for breakfast, only what you ate for dinner. And that's the whole thing. And everybody's influenced by somebody. and then also, there's a growing number of young people that are privy to grown folk conversations. So all of those wrapped in goes into that. Guys, the thing is, do you teach your kids the art of giving back? How many of you guys, you know if you're guilty, are you innocent of that? Are you teaching your players the art of giving back?
And if his mama and daddy need to be teaching him the art of giving back.
That's a whole different thing. Because
that's where it started.
No, that's where it started. But if the parent don't understand that concept and don't believe in the concept,
so you expect the summer coach to do something the parent can't do?
No, during a while when you're a summer coach and you're a volunteer coach, you have a small window and eventually you have a great deal of influence over one or more of those kids. While you're doing that, that's the perfect time because they are having fun, want to learn that sport. You can incorporate other things in those teachings while they're learning the sport, while they're at practice. Because to make it more fun or to make them more educated. There are things, for example, when you go on these trips, we've said this before. A lot of people, when you go on these basketball trips or volleyball trips, how many times, just say we were in Memphis for the college basketball academy. A lot of people went to there, stayed in the hotels, went to the gym, came back, went down Beale Street, took a walk. That was it. Others went went by the hotel and took pictures at the Lorraine Motel and whatnot, and took their kids there. That's a different experience. What I'm saying is you can educate them. You can lead them to whatever water you choose for them to drink out of. Now, whether the kids, sometimes it can often have a life-lasting memory. But if you don't attempt to educate them or to put other things in their lives, like understanding the why that you could do certain things, then that is on you, the grown up. Because you have now, yes, the parent is the ultimate, 51% of it at least goes on the parents, yes.
51%?
I say at least.
99%, because you got, out of your words, if you get 1 year out of these guys, you're doing good. So in 1 year, I'm finna change this boy's whole life?
No, 1 year you can insert something into the way that they view certain things. That's what you can do.
I don't know what world you live in.
You have the ability to insert that. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. You go and you take a kid to Kansas City to a tournament. You take them by the Negro League Museum. You can go and inspire something and plant something inside of them that can make them want to go and know and learn more about the Negro Leagues if you're a baseball summer grassroots coach. If you go and you're taking them to certain tournaments and certain events, let's say, and you go to Las Vegas all the time. People used to go to Las Vegas all the time. There's more in Las Vegas than the Strip. That's one thing. So you want the kids to grow up fast, you let them roam the Strip all day long. But there are other things around Las Vegas that are historically landmarks, Hoover Dam or whatever it is, so to speak. You can take them there and make them understand some of the stuff. You can teach them. You can take
I ain't saying you can't teach them something. That is not, but you think that's magically one summer, which, Boy, that's a hell of a pipe dream you got there, player. That ain't real. This shit takes years and years and years. Relationships take years and years and years to foster, man. Some kids you might take them on a trip. They might experience something. But I'm talking about you saying when people come back, and let's say with the guys at the gym at Fundy, you ask them about their summer coach, they frown up. And all I'm saying is, it might not be the summer coach's fault why he frowning up. And so you don't understand that because I've experienced that. A college coach, the summer coach ain't did none of this dude. But if guys don't do everything, man, you can do, what I learned about this summer basketball, you can do 100 things right for these ungrateful ass people. And you do one thing, you tell them no, and they don't mess with you no more. I've seen it time and time and time and time again. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I've seen it time again. So a kid let's say Bobby Benjamin took care of a kid all his damn career. But Bobby said, man, I ain't do that. Then you said, ask him about, man, I'm gonna frown up. Because he didn't do some sneakers he didn't want. That he wanted that he couldn't get. The kid got mad at him. Yeah, that's a problem. So that was kind of shallow. It's got to be more than that. Because I know these players, some of these players, man, they selfish as hell. But you told me you don't get to know them that much because you don't want to talk to them about a kid. I get to know them, and I know how selfish they little asses is.
Yes, but then understand, you mentioned selfish. Okay, that goes and starts all the way to for some, it can start as early as childhood when there's uh, when there's a little bit of Kool-Aid left in the pitcher. And you want to pour it all, drink some more, just to drink all of it, or as much as you can, so that the next person you can get all you can, because you think if you come back to the refrigerator later on, there's going to be no Kool-Aid left. That's an old cliche or an occurrence in many homes back in the old days when people used to actually make Kool-Aid out. You know, I don't know if people still make Kool-Aid. I don't hear people talk about it no more. Kool-Aid, good stuff. I know a restaurant that got that good Kool-Aid too in it right now. But my thing is, when you can, there's selfishness. You can sit there and you can insert to a kid to let them understand how to become. Now they have a choice to make, but this is what you're doing, and we need you. You could be a little bit more unselfish. This is what's called unselfish. If you don't have to drink all the Kool-Aid right now, and here's why. There's going to be more Kool-Aid. We got 5 more packs of this stuff left. We're gonna make Kool-Aid. You can drink it, but if you want to drink it, make the next pack of Kool. You could teach them things, and you can insert.
I never said you can't teach them that.
So that's the part that I'm saying that people are guilty of. If those of you
out there, you were saying these guys. No, my thing was you were saying, and Jimmy, this is what you brought up. You said we go to the pro-am game, and you ask a kid about a summer coach, and the kid frowned up. You can tell the way, but you can't tell that. You can't. I'm just telling you from my vast experience that's a hard one now. That's a hard.
Because here's the thing: most of those kids that we're talking about in the incident, we're talking about the funding, were superstars in their high school days, right?
You got some ain't even speaking to their own parents right now.
Well, some are, but I'm just talking about for the masses. That I'm talking about in that small sample size. Here's what is likely the same occurrence. They'll go to the recruiting process. They get recruited. Later, at some point from college to manhood, they will learn or become privy to some intel that a conversation or an act took place involving that person of influence. May have been a summer coach, may have not, but that person of influence maybe tried to, a conversation they come privy to, those kids become privy to, that they attempted to capitalize or attempted to eat, or they may have eaten, which is okay in some terms. But if you eating off a kid and the kid or his family ain't eating, and you ain't breaking them some, they give you a pizza and you're not giving them a slice, then that's a problem. And sometimes that college coach would be the one who let that kid know, or let that person know, or later on in life, a disgruntled person who was next to that person of influence, who they don't mess or rock around no more. Then he would let that kid know, which was a man now, hey man, you know, man, I tried to, did you get in there? Did you eat? Well, eat what? Man, you know, we had a pizza for you. It's 2 slices for you. You didn't get none? What? So then those are situations where people frown. Those are situations where people frown. There's a way, and then there's something that means there's something inside of you. If you're going brokering deals for the people to eat, for you to eat, and your people not eating, that you're brokering the deal on the heels of, that's a problem. So that's why
address that. That's
why a lot of them guys are frowning at those coaches. And those coaches know that. Those coaches know.
Well, I'm glad I ain't trying to eat off them kids. That's why you can come back and tell that girl that. Shit, they didn't have nothing I wanted to eat with. Somebody else might have ate off them. And I don't know. So all I'm saying is, no, man, I don't believe in that. But man, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That we what's the Astros in action?
Who
got the V on the mound? The V on the mound tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jimmy, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, man.
Nothing like what?
Man, these dudes got so many losses. These dudes losing to everybody. I think me, Michael Jordan, and Herb can get a damn team up and go beat the Astros right now.
we losing to the sorry teams repeatedly, but we whoop most of the good teams. We handle most.
But this gonna finna your ass can be at home. You gonna need some more V, man. Man, I done got the V. I'm talking about I start cheering for y'all. Maybe you know what? Mindy ain't here today. Maybe I need to cheer against y'all then. Maybe I need to hear. There go Rod Wills. Y'all, we ain't finna start Rod Wills. I gotta get out of here, Rod Wills. Y'all should have talked about this stuff a long time ago. Y'all should talk about this.
Say, we're gonna be all right tonight. We on that road. Astros still in the playoffs. We still in the playoffs. If the season ended today with the Astros being in the playoffs, yes. We in good shape.
All right. Okay.
All
right.
Okay. Good shape right
now. Well, I'm getting worried. Because people texting me talking about, man, how can you lose that many games to the Royals?
Yeah. It's been consistent, though. They've been consistent on this.
Consistency losing.
But we on the road now, Hatter. We've been getting our ass whipped at home to these bums.
They be losing 3-2, man. Astros don't supposed to lose 3-2.
It was 5-6 yesterday.
Something ain't right, man. Something smell. Somebody said go Rangers. Oh my God. I'm out of here. Y'all ain't finna keep me in here. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. This was good. This was good, man. I hope y'all got something out of this fake offer stuff.
You got one word for the Dodger fans. Acuna.
Bad man.
Acuna.
Bad man.
Acuna.
Yeah, he bad.
Boy. Acuna. Boy, say Dodger fans, y'all, that's like putting the daylight on a vampire. Acuna. That's what you need to worry about. Acuna. They need a Lion King. I'm gonna call him the Dodger King.
Whatever that stuff is. Man, I gotta get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.